Hello, dear friends, and welcome to the next horrifying chapter of Random Rhapsodies, Sonnet of Blood. I am Matthew R. Dawson, your friendly neighborhood host and game master for this Curse of Strahd playthrough. And joining me around my virtual table tonight are Brandie, Dyto, Joe, Marty, and Natalie. Say hi, everyone.
Hola.
Hi, everyone.
Everyone.
Hello.
Aren't they great? Now, before we begin, we do have a few announcements to get through, starting with the first of our two sponsors for tonight's show, Hero Forge. Marty?
Hero Forge offers fully customizable tabletop miniatures with dozens of fantasy species and thousands of parts to choose from. Their easy-to-use design tool lets you build your perfect miniature online using a fully 3D, in-depth character creator right in your web browser, which is where we built our tokens for this evening's game. You can build your own today at heroforge.com.
Thank you, Marty. Our second sponsor for tonight's show is XSplit. XSplit is a high-quality virtual webcam background remover that works with your already existing webcam. Using this program, you can protect your privacy while you work or play remotely by blurring the background, removing it entirely, or putting your favorite picture as the background instead. You can download the app today at xsplit.com, and if you use the coupon code RANDOM with a capital R, you can get 10% off of our purchase. You can find our referral link in the chat and show descriptions. This week, our next campaign is tomorrow. That's Thursday at 7 p.m. Central. We're back with another episode of Tyranny of Dragons. The team has finally managed to make it to the keep of the city, but sounds like they're going to be heading out again pretty soon. Can't wait to see where that goes. After that, next Monday, we are back with another episode of the Aethertech Wars. Our heroes have found that the kingdom, the Noman Confederation, is indeed working with the technology they found under Woodpine, but they still got a bit more investigating to do, so they're going to be getting to that. Now, you can keep up to date on our schedule and everything we do here on the network by following us on Facebook as Random Rhapsody TV, on Twitter as @random_Rhapsody, on Blue Sky as Random Rhapsody, and on TikTok as Random Rhapsody_TV. And that's it for our announcements. So join us as we dive into the land of Barovia and continue on with the Conclave Expedition as they attempt to survive. A Sonnet of Blood. And we're back. If you've been watching our campaign for a while, you know how we do our recaps. I offer up the Random Rhapsody coin, which is good for a nat 20 during the session. Which means that, yeah, if I do the recap, I get that coin too, which is probably terrifying, especially in the Curse of Strahd campaign. But y'all don't mind if I do the recap this week, right?
I mean, it's tempting, but no. I'll do it.
Shit.
The cat said no.
The cat definitely said no. Well then, Vide, tell us what happened last time on Sonnet of Blood.
So, last time on Sonnet of Blood, after defeating the wild men, Strahd pulled Danika out of the air and demanded that she hand over the alchemist that she was hiding. Danika pleaded with him and made a case to keep the alchemist with us until the dinner that we are invited to. Strahd seemed amused by her plea, and being the generous, kind person that he is, he agreed to let us keep the alchemist under one teensy tiny little condition, and that is we have to evade him and all his minions until dawn. No problem for us. We can handle this. That nothing bad can happen, right? So he told us to run and he'd give us a head start. Again, very kind and nice of him. We split in two, or the party split in two, which is always a great idea in this kind of a world. Danika, Cog, and the alchemist flew away on Danika's broom. Then they're heading towards the tower. The rest of us are running on foot towards the winery, or, I mean, really wherever we can get to safely would be nice. My group encountered dire wolves, but we easily defeated them. And Danika's party was chased down by flying spiny devils. They were brought to the ground to defend themselves. They won, but now there's some werewolves coming up on them. So that's where we are at. We got to see if Cog, Danika, and the Alchemist can match with the werewolves and survive.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay, there you go. There's the random Rhapsody coin. Don't forget to use it. It's only going to last the session. Well, expedition members, the chase is on. Like Vide said, Strahd has challenged you all to evade him until sunrise, which is still a handful of hours away. Danika, Cog, and Van Richten are still 16 miles away from the safety of Esmeralda's tower. The trio is in a small clearing in the forest far to the south of the old Sauvage road. And, yeah, there's a large group of werewolves that have stepped out into the clearing and are growling menacingly. While that's going on, Delphine, Urzak, Vide, and Esmeralda, you are all trudging along the old road leading north from Yester Hill in an attempt to reach, I think you said, the vineyard that you saw on the map?
That was the plan.
The sound of wolves howling in the distance, no doubt gives you anxiety as you all hear it. You've been running for a while now, so let's see how your bodies are actually handling the effort you've been putting out as you've been running. So I would like the three of you and also Esmeralda to roll for me a Constitution check, please.
Everybody has an additional +2 to this
Why is that?
from my paladin aura
Is that for checks or for saving throws?
for
Everything.
saves.
Well, saving throws.
Yeah,
saving
this
throws.
is a
Oh, did
check.
you say check?
I
Okay.
said check, not saving throw.
Good try,
Someone-
Yeah, good looking out.
I think somebody might want to give themselves some guidance so they're not getting a 6.
Yeah, I feel like you're running. Yeah, you know, Delphine, you're not really used to long distance running. You tend to be more of a sprinter than anything else, I suppose. Being a blade dancer and all. So you're lagging behind a little bit. You're having trouble keeping up. You got a stitch in your side. Your legs are like, you just feel the fatigue as you're trying to keep up with the rest of your party. Esmeralda got a 15. Urzak, you got a 20. Vide, you got a 16. All three of you are fine. You're You're winded. Obviously, you've been running for a half an hour, but you're not nearly as bad as Delphine is. And Urzak, you especially, I imagine, would be fairly attentive to what Delphine's up to, and so you would notice immediately the fact that she's starting to lag behind and is having a difficult time keeping up. What do you all do?
Yeah, I think Urzak kind of looks back and goes, "Hey, are you good? We got to move."
Can't hear you.
I'm a dancer, not a runner, but I'm doing the best I can.
All right, if you don't mind. And Urzak will just kind of twice Delphine onto his shoulders and go, "We gotta go."
Your
I think.
fireman
apologize later.
carrying Delphine.
Whew.
Give me an
No need to
athletics check.
apologize.
Swear to God, if God
Athletics, you said?
dies
Yeah.
before he gets to make one joke, I'm gonna be so fucking upset.
I will also be upset for you. I will say that's bad. That's a 12.
Because I've already told Matt my plan, so he knows.
No,
my-
I could have given you guidance, but sorry.
I don't remember what plans are.
Oh, well, it's a good one.
It's okay. Anyway,
Good one.
oh, let's get some music on while we're doing this. Yeah, you rolled a 12. You're able to pick her up still. You kind of go down and tuck her over your shoulder, and you're kind of running now. But with that added weight, I'm going to say with a 12, you're starting to feel the effect of this as well. And yeah, there is the sound of wolves in the distance. They're getting closer, in fact. You can see that ahead of you along the road, it's mostly just forest on either side. It is the dead of night still, and while the rain has stopped, the old road beneath your feet is still kind of muddy. This is not one of those cobblestone paved roads that you're used to traveling here in Barovia. No, this is a much older road. And while there is signs of cobblestone at one point, it's definitely much more of a well-used road than the main one. And with the added weight of Delphine on your shoulder, the mud that's you're just kind of slipping and sliding in, you're having a hard time maintaining your pace. Vide and Esmeralda are still kind of hurrying up. I imagine Esmeralda would notice as well the fact that you're like having a hard time. She's going to turn to you and say, well, Esmeralda is still technically in their Rictavio form. So the voice is Rictavio as he says, are you sure you want to be doing that right now? We need to get to cover as quickly as possible. We've already dealt with wolves once tonight, and I have a feeling more is on their way.
Let me check something real quick. I don't know. What do you think? I turned to Delphine.
You can put me down.
Okay.
If I fall too far behind, I can catch up.
All right. Set you back down. I go, yeah, maybe that wasn't the best idea.
Nice looking out, though. I appreciate it.
Run.
You don't have time for sentimentals. Let's go.
That is true, especially with the sound of more wolves howling. It's getting closer, and you all look back towards the road behind you. You can't see too much behind you. I mean, you only have 60 feet of dark vision. Vide has their glowing sword out still. I do remember that. So you do have some light, but you don't really see anything in the distance, but you can definitely hear the wolves howling. So the four of you turn and continue on running up the road, keeping as fast a pace as you can, though, Delphine, you're definitely... that stitch in your side is just getting worse and worse. While that's going on, let's turn our attention to Cog and Danika. The two of you are currently standing in the middle of the forest, like I said. And you've seen Van Richten. Van Richten, he did go visible, if I remember correctly, because he's the one who saw the wolves first. So you can see him. He is kind of standing next to a tree, a little ways away from the two of you. You got dead spiny devils littering the ground at your feet. But as the two of you are looking to the northwest, you can see werewolves stepping out from the gloom of the forest. You can see that there are 6 of them. They're growling menacingly. And as they look at the 3 of you, the 2 of you, and the Alchemist, the old man looks at the 2 of you. He's kind of clutching that tree trunk right now. He has, I believe, a crossbow that you all lent him. He's looking towards the wolves and looking towards the 2 of you. What are you doing?
Well, I think we need to get out of here.
Yep, we need to get on the broom now.
And so I guess, yeah, Cog would say, like, he'd start moving towards Van Richten. I just tell Danika, he goes, we gotta move!
So the moment you start moving towards making any move, the wolves are immediately going to react. So we're going to go ahead and roll some initiative. See where we're at.
Shit. Fucking heart skipped a fucking beat right there.
Look at you. Let me go to...
Okay.
It's a hell of a first fucking roll for the night. So now we know Cog is definitely gonna die. Can't start with a nat 20 to have it go great.
Not with that attitude.
It's roll 20. It already hates me for things I've said in the past.
That's true.
Hey, look, maybe you're just on a roll. I had good luck my last game getting a bunch of nat 20s.
That's true.
Maybe it's just a sign of all the good rolls to come. For us, anyway. No good rolls for Matt. Oh shit, I spoke too soon. No more good rolls for Matt.
Danika, what is your dex?
My dex is a number. It is 18.
Okay. Okay. So, here's where we stand. I'm trying to get this all on the map here as much as I can. You got Van Van Richten standing beside a tree. He's got a crossbow in his hand. He's looking deathly pale as he stares at those wolves. Corwan, you are the first person to react to this. You look towards Van Richten. You were saying something about getting on the broom, and you started moving. So what are you doing?
Well, he is going to kind of move towards Van Richten, so we're all kind of going in the same spot. He's going to turn around and fire off. It's a... Where is it? He gets this once a day. We're going to throw spike growth out. Since it's a 20-foot radius, I mean, I think he'd kind of center it almost to where, it would get up maybe 10 feet from. I guess I don't know where the 10 feet
Let me
is.
see here.
I don't do well with that drawing thing.
No,
on
I
here.
got something better to use. So what is it? 20-foot radius?
Yeah, it's a 20-foot radius, so it's 40 feet wide. Yeah.
And I'm going to make it so that you can move it.
Oh,
One
perfect.
second. Oh, you can't?
Yeah, it's letting me do it now. Yeah.
Perfect. So where are you putting this? Right here.
Yeah, he would do it kind of like it lead you right there to definitely cover as many of them as he can. You know what? I think we'd probably do it. Get that one. He's got to run around a little bit if he doesn't want to go through it. So it's going to make it difficult terrain. And every 5 feet they move through, it's 2d4 piercing.
Okay. Let's see. The transformation of the ground is camouflaged to look natural. Any creature that can't
If they
see
don't,
the
yeah.
area at the
Ooh.
time the spell is cast
Yeah,
must
but
make
it's-
a perception check against the spell save DC to recognize it as hazardous. Okay.
They can see it though. Or it's dark, but I mean, they probably got dark vision. It's up to you.
Yeah,
if you
so
wanna make them-
they do have dark vision. It's going to be a roll. It looks like
mine-
Ashley N is redeeming an advantage to whoever needs it. So
Mine's
put that in your
17.
back pocket.
My save DC is 17. I don't know why that's his choice.
Your save DC is 17.
It says right here on my sheet. Spell
Yeah,
save
that's
DC
weird. I wonder why
17.
it shows 14.
I know
on
some
there.
spells just for some reason don't fucking change. It's roll 20, man.
Yeah, it's roll 20. It hates us all.
Because I don't have an
Okay.
item that would do that, so I think it's one of those things. It's the Lotsadon or whatever the type of
Yeah.
halfling he is. That's what that's from.
So let me get some perception checks here. God, I cannot talk today. Okay. They do not get advantage on this.
Yeah, it's from his Child of the Wood that he can do spike growth once a day. That's right. It's from the woods, people. That's why he loves books so much. Kills the trees to make his.
Oh, I know why it's not showing it. It's not doing the right one. Hold on a second. I can fix that for you.
Yeah, I know there's way. I don't do, and I guess what, I've never really DM'd and dug into character sheets and stuff.
It has to do with.
Now you're opening up even more things that I have
There,
no
I
idea
think
what
that
you're
fixed
doing.
it. Anyway, okay, so let me do some perception checks real quick.
It's a wizard.
It's 17, an 18, a 23,
Very perceptive fucking wolves.
24,
Damn.
a
Let's
17, and a
thank
13.
Thank you
Hey.
for that one.
get these high rolls out of the way right now.
Yeah. Wow.
So I'm gonna say that
I think Matt's cheating.
yes, definitely, I am definitely
I
cheating.
knew it.
Anyway, so the wolf in red with the red dot on him, that's the one that does not see the spikes for what they are. Just for our knowledge. Obviously, your characters don't know that. But the spike growth went up. You've used your movement and an action. You got a bonus action?
I do, but they're leveled spells, so.
Okay, then that's it for you. Next off, we've got a werewolf who definitely saw the spikes. Yeah, I rolled some pretty good rolls there.
Yeah, you did.
Let's
Zelda's
see.
not
We're
appreciating it.
moving 40 feet.
Jesus.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 feet to right there. That is his action. Yeah, he's going to use his, or that's his movement. He's going to use his action to come charging around, right towards Van Richten. He basically leaps up and goes charging towards Van Richten, landing right on top of the man, pushing him down to the ground. That's going to be his turn. Werewolf is on top of Van Richten right now, growling at him. His head is going down towards the old man's head. Danika, you're up next. What do you do?
Can you do me a favor and draw a 30-foot cube?
A 30-foot cube?
A cube.
Sure, I can do that. 1 second here. Let's plot a different color.
Somebody
30?
needs to tell that werewolf consent's important.
There's a 30-foot
Just
cube.
telling you.
Oh, that's a cute little cube.
Isn't it, though?
It's a perfect little cube.
Okay, what are we
Danika?
casting here?
It's Shatter Flame?
Danika is
No, it's a
casting...
slow.
Ah.
Did I click it? Danika's casting Hypnotic Pattern.
Ooh.
Hypnotic
Oh.
pattern. Interesting. So you create a twisting pattern of colors that weaves through the air inside a 30-foot cube within range, which is 120 feet, plenty of range. Each creature in the area who sees the pattern must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature becomes charmed for the duration. See his resistances and immunities. Good to go on this. Okay, there are 5 werewolves that are caught up in that cube. Let's do 5 wisdom saving throws. 7, that's a failure. 1, that's a failure. 1, that's a failure. 13, that's a failure. 15 is a failure.
See, that's what we like to see.
Wow, 2
nat
nat
ones in a
ones
row.
That is rough. Hoo-wee.
10, 15, 20, 20.
Yeah, so all 5 of them are currently charmed. So let's see what happens. While charmed by the spell, the creature is incapacitated and has a speed of 0. The spell ends for an affected creature if it takes any damage or if something else uses an action to shake it out of its stupor.
Booyah! Okay. Danika is gonna run over to the alchemist and the werewolf. Oh no, my poor beloved alchemist. Let me see if I have anything good for a bonus action.
Great spell.
Yeah, that worked out really well for you.
It did, didn't it?
Amazing
I was-
job.
I don't think I have. Oh, you know what? For my bonus action, I think. Let me see what I have. I'm going to give Cog a bardic inspiration.
Nice.
I got something planned.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
I think you can guess what it is, Marty. I've done it before.
Okay, my turn's over.
Your turn is over. Next up is the werewolves. Do we get a save on anything? I don't think.
Say anything about that.
I think it's off their first one they saved. It's set in.
Yeah, I think they're chilling there until they take
they're
damage.
just chilling there until they take damage or somebody wakes them up. Yeah, there's no saving throw. on their turn. Love it.
What do you think a werewolf is watching that's enticing them?
You know, that's a really good question. It's like colors and stuff. So I imagine it's kind of like a weird acidy trip of just things like the trees are moving and swaying and with the colors and stuff. Basically, they see music. They can see music, and it's probably great for them. But yeah, so that's it for the two werewolves' turns. Who are next? They can't do shit. Van Richten has a werewolf on top of him. God, I'm not sure what to do with Van Richten here. Has no material components, so can't cast that. Yeah, I think, yeah, the spells really wouldn't help him here, because most of them won't work. He's got the light crossbow in his hand. He's not very strong, so I don't see a point in him trying to push the thing off of him. Instead, he's going to be shooting his light crossbow at disadvantage, attempting to hit the thing right up on him. .22,
Wow.
That's going to hit.
Oh, wow.
219.
Oh, Richten.
4 points of damage with the crossbow. Didn't you say you gave him silver crossbow bolts?
Yep.
I think you did.
I think it's the only ammunition she had, yeah.
Yeah, it was. So, it does take the damage, doing 4 points of damage to the werewolf.
Yay.
That's it for Van Richten's turn. I got a bunch of werewolves who can't do shit. Which brings us back to the top of turn order. Cog, what you got?
Well, he's gonna kind of run around here on the edge, and just look at the werewolf and just be like, "Bad dog." And we're gonna get some Cog's bad touch here.
I'm gonna remind you, you do have a floating
Yeah,
advantage
I know.
right now.
We'll see what. You know what? Shit, we'll go ahead and take that. Just gonna hope nobody
Just crit.
minds. Where? God. All right, and we are gonna kick. Oh well, I don't know why it didn't ask me what level I wanted to. Oh, I guess it asked me on the
You do it-
damage because
yeah,
I'm
you
wanting
do
to
it on the
go.
damage.
Yeah, I'm wanting to go because I've got some level 4s. So that's what,
Oh my
37 necrotic?
Ouch. 37 points of necrotic. The werewolf yelps out in pain as you punch him on the side and distributing that bad touch. Pretty heavy amount of damage. He looks kind of rotted on the side. Does not kill him, though.
Oh yeah, I didn't think it would, but he goes, it's like, why don't you come to an old man that can fight back? He's expected to die at this point. Strahd's chasing him. So he's gonna go all out. Fucking nice cock is gone.
Okay.
You got bad cock now. So yeah, that's I don't have, like I said, it's a leveled spell. I don't have a bonus action that's non-leveled, so
Yeah, that is going to be it for your turn. Next up is the werewolf. Definitely did not like that hit. I think what I'm going to be doing here is just giving the werewolf a intelligence check real quick. See whether or not he can figure out what's up with the rest of the wolves. Probably not.
Sidebar, you can just kill Van Richten. We don't have to deal with him. I didn't say that out loud, did I?
What? Say what out loud?
I said exactly.
We've been sitting here in silence while Matt rolls. I don't know what you're talking about.
Right. Yeah, so okay, he does not know who's got the spell. Did see the spikes up. He glances over at the rest of the wolves that are just standing there in this dumbfounded stupor. He is going to... Let's see here. He is going to... Yeah, he's taking a slash at Van Richten for his first attack. That is an 18, which is going to hit. Why is the damage not rolling?
It's weird. You know, it does that with enemies sometimes with the NPC stat blocks.
It didn't hurt him. That's
just
no
zero
damage.
That's it.
Let me try this.
His body's so frail that the claws somehow went on either side of him.
He's actually a
So big his
ghost. It's
claws
crazy.
Just try this one more time.
There you go.
Oh, there you go.
Nope.
Oh no, that's the attack.
Still not showing the damage. I am not sure why.
I
Yeah, roll 20 just sometimes doesn't allow the damage to go through. Let me try something else. Try one more time here, just to see if I can get this to work. Nope.
It's
Okay.
yeah. Try another stat block. See if
whatever.
it's doing it all or just that one.
No, spin it on all of them. I have no
Just
idea
hates
why.
the wolves.
Yeah, anyway, I'll just roll the damage normally. It's 2d4 plus... Ugh. 5 points of damage to Van Richten. He's going to use his second attack to actually grab Van Richten by the throat. Let's see if he can do this. 13 is...
He's got to have no armor on.
He has no armor on.
Yeah.
I just need to see what his dexterity is. Yeah, remember, he's just wearing literally like a loincloth. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so that does hit. You see the wolf slash across Van Richten's chest, just making mild gouges across it. He begins bleeding a little bit, but then the werewolf grabs Van Richten by the throat, lifts him up, and holds him between the two of you and him. The wolf face goes down right next to Van Richten's head. And you see the lips begin to move as the werewolf says in this kind of halted, like, half speech. Because, you know, he's a wolf. He can't articulate the same way people can. Attack again. I squeeze. And his claws, like, just kind of dig into Van Richten's throat.
I guess that the response to that, Cog can just be like, Danika, I've got a diamond. Kill this fuck.
Oh, man. I don't know. Oh, this is between me and Cog, but I don't think I have anything that could, like... How bad does he look? How bad does he look?
The who?
The werewolf.
The werewolf? He looks kind of fucked up. I mean, the only thing that's happened is he was hit by that necrotic damage, but it's like burned through part of his side. He's looking kind of rough.
He had that bolt, but I don't think it did much to you.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do a Danika, and I'm gonna I'm gonna respond to him first. Oh, I do have another question. No, wait, never mind. Never mind, I know the answer to the question. It came to me as I started saying it. So Danika is gonna answer back. She's gonna go, if you do anything to hurt him, not only will you lose your life, but so will the rest of your pack. Can I roll intimidation? No, persuasion.
Sorry.
Whatever you want.
Yeah. Sorry, I was muted. Go ahead and make for me a intimidation check as your action.
Come on, scary Danika.
A 17.
Pretty scary.
She makes children cry, bud. Gives a little more poop on top of it.
Okay, so that's what you did for your action. You still technically have movement and bonus action. We're gonna see how the wolf responds on his turn. Can't hear you.
For Danika's bonus action, I get a once a day Misty Step.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to Misty Step on a little bit, like probably like right over here. I don't want to be directly next to him.
Okay.
This box. Hold on.
So after saying that, you suddenly disappear and reappear a few feet away.
Can you take somebody with you on Misty Step, or am I
Not with Misty
misremembering?
Step. It's
Yeah,
tough.
no. And that, I think, is my turn.
Okay. That's your turn. We got some werewolves that can't do anything. We got Van Richten, who is currently being held by this werewolf. He's not going to try to move. Because you got,
Yeah, he would have had
claws around your
Can
neck.
he load a thing with not knowing how to load it? Blind?
He can't really load his weapon either. So he is going to hold his action. Got more werewolves that can't do shit. Cog, it is your turn.
He just look at you and goes, your threat means nothing. I can bring him back if you kill him. So you got two options. One, you die. Two, and before he can even finish, he's going to hit him with another inflict wounds.
Wow.
Oh, well, it's an 18. I got it.
18 does hit.
Where did it? Oh, what? I clicked the wrong thing. It's another 23. So it's like, yeah, he's like holding out there, and he's like, one, you die. Two, he just kind of like quick sneak jabs in the ribs again.
Sneak jabs, punch him right in the gut with your bag touch. The wolf howls in pain. He drags his claws across Van Richten's throat as he falls down dead. Van Richten
Free action. Just
What's
spits on his dead body. But he look at Van Richten. I guess would it be an action to do a medicine check? Is he dead, or is Van Richten moving?
No, Van Richten's moving. He's taking some damage, but he's not going to.
I was just worried, like breaking the claws is what I was curious. So okay.
He does take some damage. His throat is cut. It's kind of down more across the shoulder than across his throat. He is hurt,
Yeah.
but he's not dead.
He just look at him. He goes, You understand, I could have brought you back, right?
I'll take your word for it.
It's like,
What? As for the rest of them, they seem to be in a stupor. We need to flee quickly.
we're not going to the tower. Where is Robert?
I don't know.
It's not helpful.
He was thrown from the tower in Castle Ravenloft the last time I saw him.
Did you have any other places?
I came back looking for Darts, the swordsman.
Do you know where they are? Where they hid? Hiding places? Anything Strahd doesn't know?
He had a hidden location on, and I'm blanking on the name. Give me 1 second. I'm looking to see where he is. The old man says he had a hidden location in the tower beneath Solenka Pass. It is a bridge that leads to Mount Gakis. If he survived the encounter with Strahd, that would be the only place he would go to hide.
Okay, Natalie interrupts. Danika interrupts. Danika walks over with her broom. She's like, get on now. We're going. We are leaving. We are getting on the broom.
Cog would
Right now,
drop
Cog.
Hey!
Cog,
He would drop concentration on the spike growth, and he's just going to cast Bless on the three of us. So we all, for those saving throws, they might be coming up here soon. I guess that's only for a minute, though, isn't it? Yeah. You know what? I guess, how soon into our flying journey would you have us make checks, do you think? Huh?
Right.
Hmm?
You casting your spell or not?
No, we'll save it. He would just keep tapping. I guess is he sitting between Van Richten and Danika, or would he'd sit behind them? I don't.
You tell me.
I think Van Richten should be in the middle since he's so flimsy.
All right.
He's the peanut butter and jelly to our bread.
Well,
Alchemist sandwich.
yeah, if he's skinny enough, I guess if Cog can reach around and maybe hold on to Danika's hips, he would be constantly giving them guidance, because they're.
So your hand is on their hip when they dip, you're gonna dip. All that.
When I defeated
We did.
Well, I mean, we got here before, so he would just follow whatever they did before. I mean, it worked for him then. So
Yeah, absolutely. So Danika gets on her broom, Van Richten behind her, the frail little man holding on to you for dear life, shivering constantly, bleeding profusely.
Do we not have a spare cloak to give him?
I do. I have a spare cloak. Let's say I gave him a cloak. I do. So I have my original one, and then I have my decorative one or whatever. My one that changes when I'm like, oh, it looks pretty if it was camo.
Fair enough. So yeah, the three of you are on the broom. It begins lifting up once again. It moves a little slower than normal, given the weight that is currently on top of it, but it does soar up into the sky once again, above the treetops, angling to the north. Now, while that's going on,
I'm assuming he told us that's the direction we need to go. Is to the north.
wait a minute. You're
well,
heading...
I guess, because on here, do we know where that, looking at the map, do we know where Solenka Pass is?
You have no idea where Solenka Pass is. This is the first time you've heard that name.
Looking at the map now, I know where it is, but Cog in the moment wouldn't.
The time frame, if we get to the Alchemist Tower. Like, will that be near morning?
According to the calculations you made originally, like, you weren't going to get to the tower by morning.
Oh, okay.
But you were trying anyway. So you tell me what you're doing.
Because I don't think we should go.
Did you? So here's my question: did you wait for more, like for a little more time before taking off to get more information?
Well, I would have said, ask him. All right, if he's telling us that this is a place he used to go, we would ask, where is it? How far from here? And depending on which one is further away, I mean, he might just say, all right, we gotta at least make for the tower, then maybe swerve off and hide somewhere else. Because he thinks, Cog said Strahd has to know where this fucking, has to know about that tower. I mean, how can he not? It's his goddamn fucking world. He knows just about everything. But he would ask, where's it at? Oh, well, go ahead.
I was going to say, I also don't think we should head there without our party.
Well, they're going to Wizards of Wine, right? Isn't that where we told them to go, to the family farm there or whatever?
Yeah, we told them to go to the Wizard of Winery. Wizards of Vine Vinery.
I mean, if we could go ahead, maybe if we go in that direction, I guess the wolves are incapacitated, so they wouldn't see anything.
Well, they're incapacitated for a minute. So,
yeah, so
we're going to say that you started saying this to each other as you were flying up on the broom.
Yeah.
Once you get high enough over the trees, Van Richten will tap Danika on the shoulder and then point backwards towards the southeast, towards, the biggest fucking mountain here in Barovia. And he says, that down there is Mount Gakis. Solenka Pass is, if you can see the river going down to the south, towards the Luna Lake, across the bridge it goes across the river there.
And he had a tower somewhere in that area, right?
Yes, the tower is on is a part of the bridge, and underneath the tower is where Darts had his
So that might actually be closer.
Lair, I suppose, would be the right word.
And you're sure Strahd doesn't know about it?
As far as I know.
Now,
Darts
this is where
said that it was a secure location that Strahd did not know about. Now, what's happened after 30 years, I couldn't tell you. And yes, that's where you fought, on the map.
So, I don't know, babe. It's up to you. I think maybe it's worth a shot. I guarantee, those wolves probably heard us talking about the tower after we killed the things, because they showed up pretty close.
But if Strahd is chasing us, we're going to lead him right to him.
Well, we don't know he's chasing us. He said he was giving us time. I mean, yeah, he might, maybe he'll break his own rule. I don't know. But he seems like a man of honor. Anyway, we got two directions, two choices. Which one's closer, old man?
I will point out that what Strahd said was he was giving you a head start, but you had to evade him until sunrise.
He would be like, which one's closer? Passing or tower?
The old man, I don't know. I've never been there myself. Well, I passed it once on my journey, my written initial journey here in Barovia. But he looks down that way towards the. I don't know where else you're planning on going here.
Well, back to the tower. Your tower.
The tower. Oh, My tower.
It's either that or Dart's tower. But does Strahd know about your tower?
I imagine so. It was here long before I came along.
Well, then you know what, Danika? Let's throw caution into the wind. Let's go see if Dart's home. It's Dart, D-A-R-T, or am I?
D-H-A-R-T-S is technically how you spell it.
Darts. All right, so it's Darts.
Mhm.
Let's go see if he's home.
Okay, I'm gonna fly my broom in that direction.
Okay, you start making an awkward arcing curve and
Cut low to the
turn.
ground. Once we get past the trees, cut low to the ground. So we're not just like up in the air.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Both of you give me stealth checks at disadvantage.
A disadvantage.
As I say, God kind of already does that.
If I already am at
You have boots
advantage,
of Elvenkind. Well, I guess that doesn't really help you up here.
if I'm already at advantage, does it just like even out?
No, your advantage doesn't
You got
doesn't
boots
really
of
come
Elvenkind, right?
into this. Yeah, but
Yeah,
that
you're not
has
on the
nothing
ground.
to do with you flying on a broom.
That's what I said. You're not walking. So
No, well, 16.
Okay. So the three of you on the broom begins turning and start making your way to the southeast. And we're going to turn our attention back to Urzak, Delphine, Vide, and Esmeralda. The four of you have been going for about another 30 minutes or so, running along this road. You've made fairly decent timing. You can see up ahead about 2 miles. That's where the forest begins clearing out. But you still got a ways to go. I assume you're still trying to run? And if so, I need constitution checks from all of you.
$16 for me.
no.
It's a 5.
Turning from your god does strange things to you.
And an 11 for Esmeralda. That's unfortunate. Okay.
I guess with his aura, it's a 13. Right?
It's a check, not a
Yeah,
save.
13.
No,
Yeah, it's not
it's-
save, it's check.
Oh,
So, yeah. This is just how winded y'all are getting as you're running up this road.
Ashley redeemed an advantage.
Okay.
And I don't want to speak for everybody, but I'm okay if Urzak uses that advantage right now if he wants to.
It's either me or Delphine.
Urzak, take it.
Oh, was yours not supposed to be advantage, Delphine?
No,
Oh, okay. Well,
I didn't know. I didn't realize that my advantage was clicked.
It's not much better.
it's a little better, but
A little bit better, but the dice are telling a story. You're all moving as quickly as you can, but everybody but Vide is starting to feel worn down from this constant, just perpetual running that you've been doing. You hear in the distance the wolves howling, getting louder and louder. And whoever has the highest passive perception will turn back to see somewhat disturbing sight. I'm going to go ahead and put on here real quick.
Can you spell darts for me one more time?
DHARTS.
Mhm.
Think of hearts with a D in front of it.
Got it.
Okay. You all look back, and as you can see, closing in on your location is a very large amount of skeletal wolves, along with some individuals in the back that you can't really see a whole lot of detail of, other than the fact they're wearing hooded robes. These skeletal wolves are just rushing forward, running directly towards your group. And so I'm going to need everybody to roll initiative.
Well, crap.
We're gonna need tokens.
Can you not see?
I can see the one token.
We're up higher.
Oh yeah, we're on the top.
Oh, I see it.
Okay, got it.
Thank you. Yep, thank you.
So what are we doing, guys? We're gonna keep running for it, or are we gonna fight?
I have something that can maybe help us. It just kind of depends on some rolls.
Okay, so is that
I mean, we can
is that
try and run.
fight, or? Yeah, we're probably gonna have to fight. They're rolling pretty good.
Okay. We are starting things off
I'm gonna
at
try my
turn
best.
order. Yep.
Oh, I'm gonna try my best to save spell slots.
Okay, well, we're starting off at the top of turn order with Vide. Vide, you actually were the only one who wasn't really winded, so I'm going to... But it's fine, I don't care. You are right there towards the back. You turn your head and you see these wolves running up the road towards you. You're the first one to react, so what are you doing?
I mean, I guess I'm just gonna take a shot at him because I don't want to get closer to him. 23 to hit.
Yeah, 23 is definitely going to hit.
Okay, then that's 10 damage.
Who are you shooting at?
Let's say this one.
This wolf right here. Okay. Yeah, that's one of those skeletal wolves that's running up the road towards you. 10 points of damage. You're just kind of aiming along. You hit the thing right dead center in the skull, blowing a big chunk out of it. That's a lot of damage. It is still up, but barely.
Alright, I mean... I get my extra attack, so same thing. Not much else I can really do.
Oh, actually, hold on a second. No, wait, no, that's the wrong thing. Never mind.
Okay, then 17 to hit.
Yeah, 17 is going to hit.
That's 9 damage.
Same one?
Yeah.
Your second shot, you aim and fire, hitting the thing directly in the skull, and it just explodes in a shower of bone. The rest of the skeleton just drops to the ground, destroyed. Staying where you are, you're going to keep moving.
I think we'd still probably be. I'd probably keep moving forward until such time as everybody else stops. So I'm gonna go. What can I do? 30, I think. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah, I'll just go here, and if everybody else stops running, I'm gonna stop too. I'm just.
What direction do we need to be running in?
Oh yeah, that's. I was assuming the wolves were behind us, right?
Yeah, the wolves were behind you,
Yeah.
so you're running to the north.
Okay.
Okay. That's it for Vide's turn. Next up, actually the first one in the initiative after that is the wolf that Vide just killed, so that's fun. Then we got a bunch more. They're going to be moving 40 feet. To right there. That's its movement. This is its action. 5, 10, 15, 20, to 25 to right there. That's its turn. Next up, we got another wolf. It's going to be running as well. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 35, 40 feet to right there. Yeah, they're stupid. Just going to keep running up to right there. That's its turn. Next wolf is down here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 feet to right up next to Esmeralda. It is going to take a bite at Esmeralda. 18, that is going to hit. See if this actually rolls damage. Hey, there we go. 8 points of piercing damage, and she needs to make a strength saving throw. Oops, just lost my little thing.
Maybe it's just the werewolf stat block that was kind of broken.
Maybe. That's a 10. That is a failure. Esmeralda is the wolf kind of latches onto her and pulls her down, knocking her prone. So I need a prone icon. Let's just call it this blue dot right now. Okay. That's it for that wolf's turn. Next up is another wolf. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 feet to right there. It's attacking Esmeralda as well, who's down on the ground. This is what they do. Gets advantage on the attack. Net 20 for a 25. That is going to hit. 9 and 6. 15 more points of damage to Esmeralda. Go. Got another wolf. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
What is Esmeralda's AC?
What was Esmeralda's AC?
Yeah, what is her AC?
I don't know. I feel like it's kind of cheating to tell you that.
But the thing is that I would know because it would be my feature.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Because I have a feature that I'm not going to use it now because it's already.
Yeah, it's a nat 20, so it wouldn't matter either way.
No,
It's
I meant
17.
the 18. I forgot. I didn't realize I was muted, but I can use my.
Oh yeah, your hair
protective
thing.
wings.
Yeah. Your hair thing. It's a 17. Just so you know.
Okay.
Should have used my
I'm not going to retroactively use it. I should have realized I was muted.
No
That's
good.
fine.
All good. That's it for that wolf's turn. It is now your turn, Delphine. What are you doing?
I'm gonna green flame blade. I'm gonna target the main attack at the first little dragon right next to me.
They're dragons now?
Why did it? Or werewolf? Sorry, it looks.
Yeah, they're wolves.
Why is it just rolling damage? Why is it not rolling to hit? Why do you do this all the time to me?
DDB isn't any better.
There we go. 23 to hit.
23 does hit.
Okay. So 14 damage to that one, and then 13 fire to this one.
Yeah, so you stab at this wolf with your rapier, smacking it across the spine, shattering it as flames leap out from your blade and hit this wolf next to it, killing them both instantly.
Which one critted? It was probably one over here, right?
Yeah.
I can't get to that one. I'm gonna come stand on top of these bones and whack this one with my rapier.
Nice.
14 to hit.
14 just hits.
Oh, I was not expecting it to hit. 8 piercing.
8 points of piercing damage to that wolf. He's looking kind of rough now.
And that is my turn.
Next up, we have one of the robed figures.
I lied. Bonus
yeah?
action blade song.
Bonus action blade
Bonus
song.
action blade song.
Ooh, how many of those you got left?
I have one more after this.
Okay. Next up, like I said, is one of those robed individuals, the one in the back, actually. Let me see here. Yeah, why not? Let's cast a range. Let's see if I got range on it. Oh yeah, I'm good. Okay. It is casting a spell. How far away are you guys from them? Yeah, I don't think you'd be able to see that with your 60 feet of vision. Vide's too far in the back. So you would not see the spell that is being cast, but it is being cast. Let me figure out here. It's a 20-foot radius. I'll do this in blue.
He's casting fluffy kittens, right?
Yeah,
Everybody
yeah.
gets a kitten friend.
He's casting this spell right here. That way it can hit everybody, including Vide. Anyway, so I'm going to need the 4 of you, including Esmeralda, to make for me a... Okay, actually, so what happens is this. They cast the spell, and suddenly everything for the 4 of you goes completely black, dark. You cannot see anything, including the light from Vide's weapon. You are in complete darkness. The area around you is bitterly cold. And you can hear this cacophony of soft whispers and slurping noises. And you are all locked in this darkness. You don't see what happens next, but the bad guy moved. And it is now Urzak's turn. So Urzak, at the start of your turn, any creature that starts its turn in the area takes 2d6 cold damage. So you're going to be taking 2d6 cold damage at the start of your turn.
Okay.
In case you haven't figured this out yet, audience, they cast Hunger of Hadar. And you're going to take 8 points of cold damage. You now cannot see anything. You cannot hear anything but those whispers. You are completely blinded. Not sure where the wolves are. What are you doing?
So, I guess I'll just kind of take a swing at disadvantage at this, where I remember the wolf being next to me.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and make an attack at disadvantage.
Dirty 20.
Nice. That is going to hit.
That is 11 slashing damage.
You feel your axe connect with something, and you cut straight through, feeling the axe like come into contact with the ground and you like jostles you a little bit. You yank your weapon out of the ground. Almost felt like 9 pins going down as you cut through it, if that makes sense.
Okay. And I'll just take another swing in that same spot. It's a 23.
You take a swing at the same spot, hoping you feel some sort of connection. Your axe goes straight through the air, hits the ground, and you hear more of a clatter of... Well, actually, no, you wouldn't hear it, because all you can hear are the sounds, but you would feel like your axe embedding in something, kind of clacking, like the sensation of bone.
Then I think this would be kind of a justifiable way of saying, can I take movement?
So yes, you can take movement. The way I do spells like this is when you can't see, but you can see on the map, you roll a dice. Basically, you roll 1, 2, 3. You roll a d8, and that's the direction that you go, thinking that's the way out.
Eight.
Yeah, I'm going to say with an 8, you're able to orient yourself and step forward, getting yourself out from this radius by going to right here.
Ugh. And then
you look back and you just see this orb of black darkness that you just stepped out of.
yeah.
And there's like a bunch of bones at your feet from the wolf you just killed with one hit.
Right. I didn't want to use this right away, but I will use my bonus action to rage for the last time today.
Absolutely, you just yell a primal scream as you're raging. The echo of your scream just kind of goes off into the woods, and the trees shake a little bit. I'm going to say that that was only 10 feet of movement. So you still technically have some more movement if you want to use it.
Okay. We'll do 15, 20. And I think that's my turn.
Okay. Next up, we have the dudes in robes. They're deathlocks, for those of you who are wondering.
I didn't know what one was, but I read it earlier. I still like they're spell people.
Yep. And now I'm just thinking, just all I can hear is the song Death Clock in my head.
Yeah, say the show. Yeah.
They would have seen Urzak coming out from the radius there. Let's see. Okay, they're going to have to move up a bit to do what they wanted to do. 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25 right there. Sorry, but they're going to cast Hold Person on you, so I need a Wisdom saving throw.
My wisdom saves aren't terrible. It's a 19.
Hell
19
yeah.
is a success. You feel a spell kind of being cast on you. You feel a little bit of fuzziness for a little bit, but you're Urzak. You push past that shit, and then you see the dude in robes that stepped forward. That's going to be it for his turn. Next, Deathlock is going to move ahead as well. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet to right there. They did see that that spell didn't work all that great. Yeah, I think they're going to be casting Eldritch Blast at you twice.
Okay.
14's not going to hit. 21, does that hit?
Does hit.
Okay. 3 points of force damage.
Okay.
That is the end of his turn. We got 2 more wolves. Those wolves are going to be charging towards you. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Urzak, you are the clear threat here, since everyone else is caught up in that spell right now. He does get advantage on this attack because of pack tactics. But a 14 ain't going to hit.
Correct.
That's his turn. Last wolf, doing the exact same thing, charging up towards you, making a bite attack at advantage. Is it 20 hit?
Just hits.
Just hits. 7 points of piercing damage. Give me a strength saving throw.
Save. 19.
19 does save. It tries to pull you down, but you just push it off of you. It's a skeletal wolf. It's not, like, very heavy. That's it for that turn. Last off in initiative is one more Deathlock. I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet to right there. Don't have a whole lot of spells, unfortunately, so don't have a lot of choices here. Give me another wisdom saving throw, Urzak. He's casting
All right.
Hold Person on you one more time.
13.
13 just saves. Got lucky there.
I was like, fuck, I rolled a 6. No.
But you are not held. You're good. You're surrounded by skeletal wolves. Everyone else is in this dark, inky void. And that's where we're going to pause to take our break. Because it's 8:30. So we will be back in about 10 minutes, folks. And when we return, we're going to find out if our heroes are able to get away from these deathlocks and the wolves, and what's going to happen to Cog and Danika as they've turned tail and are now heading towards Solenka Pass. Stay tuned. Howdy everybody, we are back, and when we last left off, our heroes were in a fight against some deathlocks loyal to Strahd, along with some skeletal wolves. 3 of them are currently in a radius of hunger of Hadar, and we're going to be starting off with that. So, Vide, you're the first person in initiative, and currently you're just icy cold. You can't see anything, including the light from your sword, and you're going to take 11 points of cold damage at the start of your turn. So with that in mind, what are you doing?
Would I be able to just like keep moving in the direction I was going, or am I still gonna have to roll?
Well, you're gonna try, but you're gonna be rolling a D8. Yes.
I mean, that's the only thing I can think to do. A 3.
A 3. The funny thing is, you do actually manage to get out of the field. It just takes you a little bit. You end up going 10, 20, and then 30 to end up right here.
Okay, works for me. Here. All right. I guess I'm just gonna, because I don't like seeing all these wolves around Urzak, so I'm gonna shoot at that one.
Okay.
17 to hit.
Which one are you shooting at?
This one.
Yep. 17 is going to hit.
4.
4 points of piercing damage. Still up. Can't hear you.
Oops. 22 to hit for 13 damage.
Yeah, that is enough to take this out. With a second fire of your gun, you clean the skull of this wolf clean off, and it drops to the ground dead.
Okay, that's all I can do, really.
Yep. Next up, we got one of the wolves that are still up. They're focused on Urzak, because Urzak is really the only one within range. Let's see here. Making an attack at advantage against Urzak, but a 12's not going to do it.
12 will miss.
Good.
Next off is Delphine. Delphine, you are in complete darkness. It is freaking freezing out, and you're going to take a total of 4 points of cold damage. And now it's your turn.
I rolled a 5 to try and get out of the area.
Okay, you rolled a 5. You begin moving. Unfortunately, you are going to end up right here, still within the darkness.
I have 40 feet of movement.
Okay, 40 feet of movement will get you right there then. Still on the edge of that. You're still in complete darkness. You're just kind of walking around, holding your arms out, feeling for something. Your foot hits what looks like a log, a fallen log. So the tip of your boot hits the edge of that thing, and you kind of stop where you're moving. That's all you're able to do with your movement.
Well, I still can't see, so I'm going to use my action to get out of it.
Okay,
To
roll another
continue in the same
D8.
direction. I can't just continue in the same direction?
No, each
That I've
time
been
it's gonna be a different roll because you're having to reorient yourself again. I know, I'm a dick.
6.
6, you step forward, getting out of the radius. So that's your action and your movement.
Well, I have 40 feet of movement, so I'm just going to move 40 feet
Okay,
towards
that-
these mages down here.
That costs you 10 feet to move to that place, so you've got 30 feet left.
That's fine. Remove 30 in this direction. Yes, I do want to go that full 30. That's going to be my turn.
I just realized that Esmeralda is not in turn order.
Whoops.
I'll just have her go now. First thing she's going to do is take that cold damage. That's 6 points of cold damage. She has to move out as well. Let's see if she can do it. She steps over this direction and she is out. She looks around and sees Urzak surrounded by wolves. She's going to take an attack at the wolf, pulling out her rapier and her hand axe. A 22 is going to hit, and a 15 is going to hit. $18 points of damage is enough to take that one out. Bonus action for her hand axe. Uh, 14 just hits. Doing 8 points of slashing damage. She had to step forward right to here. 8 points of slashing damage to that wolf. That is it for her turn. Next up is the Deathlock, the one who originally cast that spell. I don't think you can move it, can you? Let's see quick. Nope. Okay, everything has gotten out of his radius. He can see that now. Most of the wolves are dead. You can see Delphine right up on one of his compatriots' grill. Yeah, I'm going to be a dickhead. It's going to recast Hunger of Hadar, putting it right here. To get Urzak, Esmeralda, and one of those wolves all in the mix. So Delphine, you are now blinded once again. So is Esmeralda, so is Urzak. He is then going to move right there. And that's his turn. Urzak, you are once again in total darkness. God, that must be frustrating.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. First thing you're going to do is take 2d6 cold damage. That's 9 points of cold damage. Just wait till I start layering this shit.
Okay. In much the same vein as last time, I'm gonna try to, remember where the enemy was in front of me and take another swing at disadvantage.
Okay, swing at disadvantage.
Actually, do I have reckless attack yet? I feel like I do. Am I crazy?
Probably.
Yeah, I'm gonna do reckless. I'm just gonna make this a straight roll.
Hey, straight roll for reckless. Go for it.
That's a crit.
Nice. Roll that damage and tell us how this looks. You're definitely gonna kill it. Oh, which one are you doing? The one in front of you, or
the one in front of me?
Okay.
Yeah, it's just, it's most of the motion is like trying to retain the memory of where the enemy was in front, even without sight. So it's very like surgically precise and just, all right, you're right there.
Yeah, it didn't roll the full damage.
Yeah, that is weird.
Oh, I guess I rolled normal damage.
Yeah.
That would be.
It's still that's enough
another,
to take it out
yeah.
either way.
It's an extra 2 damage.
Anyway, dude in front of you is dead. You definitely felt that that cut clean.
I'm gonna try to take my movement.
Okay, roll a d8.
D8. 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oof. Yeah, you're moving actually to the right. So you're going to move your full movement 10, 20, 30 feet and end up right there, dead center in it. Or not dead center, but pretty close.
Okay. Yeah, that's my turn.
And that's your movement in action. So, since you're ending your turn in the area, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Oops, that's dex check. Here we go. 16.
16, you save. You feel these weird kind of like tentacle-y things start crawling up your legs, and it's really like uncomfortable feeling, and you just like start dancing, pulling your feet back to keep away from it. As otherworldly tentacles rub against your legs. Okay, that's it for Urzak's turn. Next up, we've got some more death locks. They don't have a lot of spells, so I'm just going to keep doing Hunger of Hadar on all of you over and over again until you die or you kill these things. Yeah, so this one's just going to layer it right on top. That's now 2 Hunger of Hadars stacked on top of one another. That's going to be fun. That dude is then going to move back a little bit. Third Deathlock. Should I... Part of me really wants to. But Vide's in the background, so he should be dealt with too. 5, 10, 15 to there. Casting another Hunger of Hadar. This one more aiming towards Vide. And Vide is once again in inky blackness. I could technically, but would he know that? I don't think he would. He wouldn't be able to see it. So, yeah, I'm just going to do that right there. So Vide's in a Hunger of Hadar as well. Next up, we've got a dead skeleton. We've got a live skeleton. They're not very bright, but I feel like the Deathlocks would at least whistle back to pull them back. So that's what we're going to do with the wolf. It's just going to move 5, 10, 15, 20 feet back to its master. The last Deathlock can't really see Delphine. I think what they're going to do is just move backwards. Now, since you can't see, you can't hear anything, I'm going to rule that you do not get an attack of opportunity on this guy because you have no clue where he is or whether or not he's moving. That's the end of turn order. We're up at the top again with Vide. So Vide, you are going to be taking the 2d6 damage. It's 8 points of cold damage.
Alright, I'm just gonna try to get out. 4.
4 is able to get out. You're going to end up moving to the right. That's 10, 20. You get to right here with 25 feet. You got 5 feet of movement left. What are you doing?
I'm just gonna move here. And can I see these guys over here?
Yeah, you'd be able to see them. You've got the light of your sword still, so you would be able to see them.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot this guy.
Okay.
$17 to hit.
17 does hit.
10 damage.
10 points of damage. And I need him to make a wisdom saving throw. Needs to beat a 10. 18 is a success.
Okay, and oh, look at that.
Nice. Nat 20. Seven more points of damage to the Deathlock.
Can that just like automatically cause him to fail his wisdom save because I critted?
I wish it worked that way.
I mean, you are the GM, so it could.
But it doesn't. But a 17 will save.
Could it at least give him a disadvantage?
That's not how it works, no, unfortunately.
Again,
who all is holding
make rules.
concentration again?
3 of the 4 Deathlocks.
I don't remember which one moved from me.
The one that moved from you is this guy right down here.
Okay. I mean, that's at least a concentration check.
What?
Is he the one that got attacked?
Hunger of Hadar is a concentration.
Yeah,
spell.
I know. I just rolled through concentration.
That's what he's been doing.
That's a wisdom check. Concentration is
Oh,
constitution.
Constitution. That's true. So actually, yeah, you're right. It is a Constitution check, not a Wisdom check. I don't know why I rolled a Wisdom check. Technically, those would both be one number lower.
They're very wise.
But they're still.
They're very wise.
But it's still enough to succeed.
That's it for me.
Okay, that's it
I thought
for you.
Vide had a cool thing that was a wisdom.
No, I'm just an idiot and was hitting the wrong button. It is Esmeralda's turn. Esmeralda's going to take the 2d6 cold damage, which is 10. She's going to roll a d8 to try to get out. That's a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know why that moved. That was not supposed to move. Yeah, that is going to allow her to get out. That is 10, 20, 25 feet to right there. She comes out. She sees all of that. She's not stupid either. but let's see what spells she can use. Actually, you know what? I wish I had better angle on that one. You know what? She's going to do something smart. She's going to cast Magic Missile at 2nd level, aiming for this dude right here. Four bolts come out, boom, 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 hitting this guy in the chest. Doing a total of 16 points of damage. He is looking severely wounded at this point. And I need them to make 4 Constitution saving throws. Each one of these is just 10. 19. 7. Failure. One of the Hunger of Hadars that were layered disappears. Ooh, actually, she was in the layer, wasn't she? So yeah, she should have taken another 2d6.
The damage doesn't stack. Just the area of effect would for
that's
the
right.
difficult terrain.
Yeah, anyway. Yep, that's it for her turn. One of those are gone. It is now Delphine's turn. You're going to take that 2d6 damage, 5 points of cold damage, and if you're wanting to move, give me a d8 roll.
7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
How much
6,
did I take?
7.
8? 5? 5.
Yeah, 5 points of damage. And you're going to move south. That's 10 feet that you used, and now you are good to go. So you got 30 feet of movement left.
Awesome. I'm gonna move 20.
Okay, sorry, chat was kind of slow to me. Anesthetic just redeemed a healing surge to Urzak. So Urzak, you're going to receive 6 points of healing.
Thank you.
And Ashley-Ann has redeemed another advantage. So whoever needs it gets advantage. Oh, and Vide, don't forget, you still have the coin, and it's we got 45 minutes left in the game.
I know.
I'm going to Steel Wind Strike the rest of these fuckers.
Ooh, tell me about Steel Wind Strike.
So, Steel Wind Strike. Let me bring it up. You flourish the weapon used in the casting and then vanish to strike like the wind. Choose up to 5 creatures you can see within range, which is 30 feet. Make a melee spell attack against each target. On a hit, a target takes 6d10 force damage. You can then teleport to an unoccupied space you can see within 5 feet of one of the targets.
Nice. And yeah, it looks like all 5 of them are within 30 feet of you, so make 5 attacks.
And it did not actually... Yeah, it did not act... Nope, no, I didn't want to click it. It again only did the damage and not the actual attack. So give me just a second and see if I can fix it in roll 20. But it says it's an attack and it's only given the damage.
That's weird. Let me look at your character. Are you using your roll 20 sheet or are you using D&D Beyond?
I'm using roll 20.
Okay, let me see here.
But it says that it's a...
Hold on. Yeah, don't use that one. Use the one that's on your attacks and spellcasting on the front of your sheet. Nope, that did it too. Damn, what the fuck?
It's still only given damage.
Okay.
'Cause that's the one I was clicking.
Oh, I see why.
There we go.
There you go.
I don't know why roll 20 doesn't just do it.
Okay, go ahead
So,
and
5.
remake 5 swings.
Your spot.
Yes.
Alright. 26, 27, 27, 16, and
That's guys AC. All 5 of them hit.
Yes.
fuck yeah.
The last one
Nice.
just
Okay.
hit.
So that's 22 force.
22. Okay. Which one is it going to?
Let's start up top.
Okay.
Let's start up top. We're
Aiming
gonna go
for-
counterclockwise.
Love it.
So we'll start with the wolf.
Wolf's dead.
41 to this guy.
That guy's dead.
1, 2, 3, 25 to him.
25, he's still up.
4, 25 to him.
25, still up.
And 36 to this guy.
36, just enough to take him out. I'm going to have to then make me 2 con saving throws. That's
Nice.
a failure. Nat 1. That's also a failure with a 5. All of the hunger of Hadars are gone. Big spell, but well worth it.
And I'm going to appear right in front of... Which one's going to come next? Yeah. This one. And just be like, come at me, bro.
Fair enough. That's it for
Because
your
I don't
turn,
think I have a
assume?
bonus action.
Okay.
Yeah, because I don't really have a bonus action.
Fair enough. Where it is. Okay. That's it for your turn. Next off is the Deathlock right next to you. You told him to come at you, bro. Let's see here. What is he going to do? Yeah, he's gonna come at you by casting Arms of Hadar. You see him weaving a spell, casting it. Don't do anything in response, and these tentacles shoot out from him. I'm gonna need you to make me a strength saving throw.
This is not going to go well.
Yeah, that's a 4. That is a failure. You are going to take a total of 13 points of necrotic damage. And you cannot take reactions until until your next turn. So you have no reactions. Which is a good thing for him because he's gonna, back up a little bit. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet right there. That's it for their turn. Urzak, you're up next. And you can see.
Right. I think... See, I'm pretty far away. I can't get to any of them without dashing.
And yet, we do still have the advantage floating.
This guy's so far away. Do I have any javelins left? I've been leaving those all around the place. still have 4. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna take 30 feet of movement. Get about to this tree.
Okay.
Or whatever this is. I'm assuming it's a tree. And then I will take a javelin shot at this poor soul here. It's a 16 to hit.
You launch your javelin. It goes flying towards this guy. That is going to hit.
Okay. How's 11 damage?
11 points of damage. It does cut through him. It doesn't seem to do as much damage as you were hoping it would.
Yeah, well, one more. That's a fucking 11.
11 is going to miss.
Do you want to use that advantage?
You do have the advantage floating.
I'd rather maybe somebody else that will do more damage should use it. If I'm gonna get up into melee, I'll use it. But
Fair enough.
no bonus actions for me. I will end my turn.
Okay, that's it for your turn. Next off is the deathlock that you just skewered or cut at least a little bit with that javelin. He's already used both of his spells, so he's gonna Eldritch Blast you twice. Nat 1 for a 6 is gonna miss, and 18 I believe also misses.
Yep.
They are going to be moving 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, keeping back away from your group. Vide, you're up next.
Okay. I don't want to use many more bullets, but
I assume you've been using your silver bullets this whole time.
yes, I have been. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, because they're backing up. Part of me wants to just say, let's fuck it and run, but 5, 10, 15. I'm just gonna move here.
I'm cool with that.
You're cool with that? Should we just do that instead?
Running? Yeah.
Yeah, just take off. Can I just go?
We just have to evade them.
take
We don't have to
snacksies.
kill everything.
True. Okay, then yeah, let's just. I'm gonna start running the direction we were going. Then can I do that?
Are you using full movement in action to do that?
Yeah,
Yeah, you can do that.
yeah. I'm gonna going towards where we were trying to get to. Because they're backing off. I think this is a good time to back off.
Okay. You're using your full movement in action to go 60 feet, which is going to get you to the edge of the map, a little bit beyond, but we'll just figure that out as we go. Esmeralda's going to see you running the opposite direction.
I'll probably just yell out too, hey, let's get out of here. Just so everybody knows too.
Yeah, I think she's going to let off one more magic missile. So 120 feet. Three. Yeah, she's going to shoot a magic missile at the one closest to her. Doing 9 points of force damage. That dude's looking severely rough. She's going to move 30 feet. That's going to be her turn. Delphine, what are you doing?
I'm gonna use my 40 feet of movement, but I'm gonna break it up because I'm gonna stop next to Urzak. So I'm gonna go here for 15. I'm gonna give him a second level Cure Wounds.
Okay.
Find my Cure Wounds. Cure Wounds, where are you? You're level 2. So 11 points of healing. I just feel like, let's get out of here. I think they might be a little scared finally.
We can hope.
And I used 15, 30. Okay.
That it for your turn?
Yep, that's it for me.
That's it for your turn. Next off is the Deathlock. Let's see. Sending 2 Eldritch Blasts at Esmeralda.
Hit from that far away?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a like 120.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
Yeah, because Esmeralda was the one that hit him with the Eldritch, or with the magic missiles, so it's sending Eldritch Blasts at Esmeralda twice. Nat 20 for a 25. And a 13's gonna miss. 12 points of force damage to Esmeralda. She's not looking great right now. Urzak, you're up next.
Shit.
Just run.
I know, but like they're still gonna take pot shots at us while we run, and I can't do anything from that far away. You know what? I'm gonna take a dash action. I'm gonna get in front of Esmeralda, and I'm going to move to protect.
Okay. Next off is the next Deathlock. You're right. They're just going to keep taking pot shots at you. That's fairly clear as you see them move forward. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And it's taking 2 pot shots at you. An 11 and a 17. Both of them miss.
They both miss.
Vide, you're up next. It's the top of the turn order. You can see these green blasts of light come shooting out in the distance. Your friends are still under attack. What are you doing?
Fuck, keep running. What? Said that.
Vide?
Yeah, I know. I'm thinking. Hold on.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna take a shot at that guy down there. This guy.
Okay.
$14.
14's gonna miss.
Okay. Another one. 23 for
23
7.
does hit.
For 7 damage.
7 points of damage is enough to take out that Deathlock. Your first gunshot misses, but the second one catches him clean in the skull, and it drops to the ground dead. Or, yeah, destroyed.
Okay. And then I'm going to go another 30 feet.
Okay, you're going to go another 30 feet. That is taking you out of range of the creatures, just so you know.
Oh, maybe I'll wait then. Maybe I'll wait. Yeah. Is it too late for me to use my coin for that first one? Like if I were to use that and then go after the other, or can I even reach the other guy?
You could have reached the other guy. You know what? For the sake of time, I'm going to say that yes, you could have used the coin to re-roll that 14.
Is it re-roll or is it nat 20?
Well, it's just a nat 20, but yeah.
Okay. And then
we'll say that
the other one you rolled.
Yeah, we'll say that that 12 points. The 12 points of damage is enough to take out the other one.
Okay.
So for the sake of time and the use of the coin, you nat 20 on that second death lock, knocking it down, killing it.
Okay. And then now we can run.
Now you can run. Absolutely. And that's what you do. All of you just kind of, you don't even have time to take a breath. You just all turn and go running as fast as you can up the road. We're going to turn our attention back to Danika and Cog. You've been flying together for about 30 minutes now. The old man in between you is shivering and holding on to you tightly, Danika. You can see in the distance the mountain ahead of you, Mount Gakis. It is a massive snow-covered mountain. You can see the river far below. You haven't really gone more than a mile, unfortunately. And you can see way ahead of you the river there, and beyond it to the mountain. Massive, dominating most of the southern landscape. You can see the thing is covered in snow. And even at the distance, you can see there's a bit of haziness around the mountain, giving you the idea that chances are there's a snowstorm up ahead. Now, the mountain is way, way in the distance. We're talking about, like, the summit's about 30 miles away. So you're nowhere near that. You can't really see in the distance, since it is so dark, you can't really see the bridge. The only reason you can see the river itself is there's just that faint glistening, just reflecting any light that it can off of its surface. But you got a ways to go. Do you do anything? Do you discuss anything during that time? You got about 30 minutes.
Kind of be like, he's looking for you, right? He's kind of tapping the alchemist on the shoulder. He's like, go with me here. It's like, we found this thing called a portable hole. Do you know what a portable hole is?
No, I cannot say that I am familiar with that.
It's like a little extra-dimensional space. Now, you can kind of breathe in it for a little while, but, now hear me out, this is the crazy part. What if we were to, I don't know, kill you? I could cast this thing called Gentle Repose on you, which would keep you in suspended animation. And then I can bring you back, because I can raise the dead. Huh?
And you propose we do all of this while flying on a broom?
Well, we'd have to land, obviously. I mean, but like I said, Strahd can't come get you if you aren't here to come get. Huh? He knows it's a long shot. He goes, I'm just spitballing here, sir. I'm just throwing out ideas. If we don't have you, you wouldn't have to breathe in the portable hole.
He just is at a loss for words at this point.
I've lost some blood. I'm a little delirious. I just thought I'd suggest it.
I would prefer not to be killed. I must
I know. It's never happened to me either, but, hey, first time, huh? He's like, let's just keep going. Let's keep going.
I was a
Danica just
fool
shaking
to
her
come
head as she-
here.
Okay.
What's that?
I said Danica just shakes her head as she focuses on flying.
Yeah.
God can see that. He's like, hey, you threatened to kill a child. I don't want to hear anything out of you, Missy.
Danica's like, shut up, dog.
You just hear you hear Van Richten mutter, "I was a fool to come here."
Maybe.
I need the both of you to make stealth checks. Yes, this is still at disadvantage.
Okay.
We're going to do a series of 3 of them, and we're going to see how well you did.
Let's go, Cog.
Uh, 15.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, no, yours
Okay.
isn't straight. Is hers? Are you counted straight?
No, it would be at disadvantage as well.
Yeah, the boots don't counter effect.
Wrong
Ah,
stat.
Wrong,
here.
wrong
Oh,
thing
my bad.
there.
Can it count?
No.
Why
Well,
did
I
we
mean,
have
we
him
can
use
take the number
steel?
18. That's fine. It's still leaving you with the 15.
Okay, that's fine.
Why
Okay,
would you
that
steal shit from people?
Danica, steal your boyfriend's sword for me.
So here's what I'm going to tell you, because I want to resolve this quickly by the end of the session. You're going to have to. You're making 3 of these rolls. Your first set, you both failed.
Oh, shit.
Just telling you that now.
Well,
You're
let's
aiming
go for it.
what you're aiming for specifically is a 16. So make your rolls.
I failed.
All right. Can I guide myself? Is that where?
No, that doesn't work in this situation.
Well, I mean,
but
it's
you
just
know
a
what
stealth
you do
check.
have? Wait, you know what you have that
It
you
is
never
a stealth
used?
check, but remember, this is
What?
over
Hold
the
on.
course of a half an hour period. I'm just
What
using
do I
these rolls
have?
to determine
You
over a half an
never
hour
used
period.
My bardic inspiration.
I guess at this point, that's probably gone.
Yeah, that would be gone after you
Oh,
left
it
the
doesn't
battle.
stay with him?
No, it does not.
No,
it lasts
it-
after.
Well, that's
How
a
long
minute.
does it last?
It's
10 minutes.
unwavering. It's unwavering. Damn it.
Do you have something that's special? Or I thought it was like 10 minutes. But
Unfailing inspiration. Your inspiration words are so persuasive, blah, blah, blah. Others feel driven to. When a creature adds one of your bardic inspiration dice to its ability check, blah, blah, blah. When the roll fails, the creature can keep the bardic inspiration die. Does this count? Does this only last for however long?
Pop that up. It just, it doesn't say like an extended time. I think it's like,
But it doesn't say that there is a
Hold
time
on.
limit.
I am looking it up.
Can't you just hold
I
it?
want to say.
Okay,
It
no,
does on your-
technically,
Regular bardic. It'll say it on your regular bardic inspiration.
I thought it was like
Beat.
10 minutes, but
Dun, 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 dun. Where's my regular
nope.
bardic inspiration?
Unspent inspiration carries over. It does not look like it has a time
well,
limit.
that's inspiration though. Is that
Oh,
regular
yeah.
inspiration or is that bardic inspiration?
No, I think that
Chat is
regular.
bringing up a good point. There is a floating advantage
Yeah.
that it has not been used yet.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
good.
Bardic is 10 minutes.
Does somebody
Oh
want
yeah,
an
once
advantage?
within the next 10 minutes. Got it.
Does anybody else want to provide us with another advantage?
You can
Like double
fetch your
down on the
shit.
advantage. Somebody really kind, possibly watching. Do it for Zell, not for me.
Well, I mean, if there's one out there, one of us can at least use that.
Yeah,
Do it,
There we go. There it is.
There it is.
Somebody
There's a
read-
second one. Okay,
Oh.
so each of you roll one more stealth. You're
Would I
aiming for a
just keep the
16.
20 from mine?
Let's see.
If I use the one that was out there, would I just keep the 20 or do I got to roll it again?
I feel because you both rolled and yeah.
I mean, if I'd used it, it would have just canceled it out.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll allow it. I'll allow you to have the 20 and the 21 to make those successes. So there you go. You've had one failure, one success.
Yay!
Yeah, you get him, kitty cat.
Yeah. So there you go. You've made one. You've had one success, one failure. This is it. This is for the win. You're both rolling your stealth checks one more time at disadvantage. You're aiming for that 16.
Good old +2.
Can I give him Bardic Inspiration now?
Do you have any left?
I think I have 2. Down to 1.
Just is it an 8 at this point?
I'll allow it.
Is it an 8 or 10? I don't remember what it is at level 8, 9.
Pretty sure it's an 8.
Shit. You know, you singing sweet nothings, like whispering it almost back to him. You just his little heart grows 3 sizes. Oh. I mean, friggin' Van Richten can feel the warmth through Cog's breastplate.
Can Cog inspire me?
No, unfortunately, you can't.
Cog just inspire me. Please.
I can't give. I mean, my even if you got a 4 on my guidance,
It wouldn't do anything,
yeah.
unfortunately. Okay. So that's the second failure. But I'm giving you a little extra time before Strahd, because you kind of evened each other out with a success and a failure. I'm going to say that it takes Strahd a little bit longer to find you than when he actually was going to. So the two of you are actually just kind of flying up right about here when you hear kind of a crackle, and I'm going to need the both of you to make a saving throw, because Strahd is flying behind you. He has finally caught up to you.
What kind of saving throw?
He is throwing a chain lightning at you.
Oh.
Because he is done with this shit. So I'm going to need the both of you to make for me dexterity saving throws.
Oh, since I'm not at disadvantage, am I at disadvantage?
No,
Okay, then a 27, or no, 20, it should just be a 25.
it'd just be a straight roll, so it'd be a 25.
How do I switch it off disadvantage? Oh, I found it, never mind.
Okay, the DC is 22. Danika, you succeeded. You're going to take 22 points of lightning damage. Cog, that's a failure. You're taking 44 points of lightning damage. Van Richten is buried under a mountain of character sheets. Where is Van Richten? There he is. Van Richten's dexterity saving throw is a 14. That is a failure. Cog, are you still conscious?
Because before we went into the fight with the druids, he cast Death Ward on himself. He is at 1 hit point.
Wow.
God.
How long did Death Ward last?
8 hours.
Nice. Ashley N is redeeming a healing surge. That's going to be towards Cog, because unfortunately it is not going to work on Van Richten. Van Richten took the full blast of that. The two of you are flying along, and you just hear that crackle of thunder. You smell this odd smell of ozone, and then suddenly, psss, you both are hit with this massive surge of electricity. Cog, for half a second, you almost lose consciousness, but that death ward prevents you from doing so. You grab onto the broom with both hands, just as you feel Van Richten slip off the broom and go plummeting down to the earth.
Oh, it's not just the lightning. He also falls and hits the ground. He's got to double down on death.
Oh no, it gets worse from here.
Oh, God.
The two of you are holding on. You both look down, shocked, and you can see Strahd floating there, slightly glowing with this ethereal bluish light surrounding his body. The vampire is flying in the air, arms outstretched as Van Richten just plummets down, down, down. The vampire swoops down upon the falling human, catching him. And then he levels himself up. He's basically about 40 feet below you. And before any of you have time to react, Strahd grabs the alchemist's head, yanks it back, and bites him in the neck. In this moment, you have time to react. How do you do so?
Well, he'd pee himself a little bit. Figure that's involuntary. Yeah, I mean, he would just kind of... He's not going to say anything, because he is so very close to death here.
Oh, you did get the 2d4, by the way. Let me give you that.
Oh.
3 points of healing.
Just sitting at 4. A healthy man. I mean, I think he just kind of like inch forward, I guess, and grip onto Danika at this point, because now he's really kind of messed up. We can't save him. I think he would just maybe call out and be like, "Does your deal stand? You have him. Can we go?"
Are you waiting? Are you going to wait for an answer? Is Danika, are you doing anything?
I'll wait for an answer. That's fine.
Okay. You call that out, and you're flying overhead on the broom, looking down at Strahd, who is drinking from the alchemist, Van Richten.
It's an old vintage, too.
He lifts his head up, and you can see in that bluish light just that smear of red around his lips. He looks at you both and says, "You are inconsequential."
Oh.
And then he turns his face back towards Van Richten and buries his teeth in his neck once again.
About roughly how many days do we have until we're supposed to be at his castle for dinner?
11.
I guess he just tap on her shoulder and be like, he goes, "Let's just go." And then he would just, assuming Strahd probably has like fucking super hearing, he's just gonna kind of say as they're flying away, he's just like, "We'll see you for dinner in 11 days.
Danika's just gonna, quietly, put her head down and just kind of turn we're okay. This is between just me and Kaga. Are we gonna head back towards the group?
Will we make it?
Well, we're in constant.
Yeah, I suppose if he's not going to send anything at us. Yeah, I suppose we could head towards the. We know the general direction of the Wizards of Wine farmhouse because
You have seen it on the map, yes.
Yeah, we've seen it. We studied it. We knew where we came from in relation to where that hill was. So yeah, he would say it's like just turn around.
Danika.
We could find the winery.
Danika slowly pops a Yui, just watching the scene unfold, just baffled because she doesn't know what to do. There's nothing she can do to help him. It's done.
He does have one level 3 left, and he would just kind of do a sending to Delphine and just tell, like, defeated. You're like, Strahd caught us. Still alive. But Van Richten fell. He took him. We're headed to you.
You ended with we're headed to. But you got the gist. Delphine, your group is just coming to the
Delphine
edge
would
of that clearing.
respond to that sending.
You would not?
Sorry, I keep forgetting.
She would. I think
she would.
She would. I am. Pretty hurt ourselves. Deathlocks. See you soon.
Okay.
Well, we're also, I guess, since me and Kaga are heading back, I have a lot of level 1s left, so I'm gonna cast Healing Word on Cog twice.
That shouldn't be too difficult.
I've got one of my my channel divinities, so I can't remember what it is at this. I think it's 5 times our level. Let me double check and look it up. For my big thing. Talk amongst yourself, I gotta...
Yeah, no worries.
Yep.
Well, while you're figuring that out and the broom is starting to head back to the northwest, Delphine, that's when you would have gotten the sending and replied to it, and your group is now on the edge of the woods. You can see a path, a clearing heading up the hill, and between the trees in the distance, as it's still a little bit, it's like light is just starting to come up over the horizon. It's not quite dawn yet, but it's almost there in that pre-haze. You can see in the distance up the hill what looks like grapevines on racks, on the big, lines, all going up the hill. So go ahead.
I'm gonna put my hand on Van Richten's shoulder first and cast
You mean Esmeralda?
Yeah, Van Richten.
Yeah. Oh, I'm Rictavio.
Rictavio.
Give them 10 healing.
Okay. That brings her up to 22.
And the other group is heading our way. I think Strahd got to them. They said they were defeated.
You see Esmeralda's face pale when you say that. He told my father that if he ever returned to Barovia, he would kill him. I hoped and prayed that we would reach him in time. find out what happened when they arrive. Esmeralda would then drop the Rictavio guys. I suppose it's now pointless to maintain the solution. And she just hangs her head in silence. And I think that's actually probably a good place to end things for this evening. Unless anybody has anything they want to do before.
I was just gonna pass out some healing to Vide and Urzak if they needed it, because I don't know when we're gonna rest.
I suppose Cog would say a little prayer as they're flying away for Van Richten as much as he can do. I mean, he doesn't have a body to put in the ground. So he'd do something. He'd maybe entreat, because I guess he wasn't a follower of the Morning Lord, was he? Did he ever mention that?
He never mentioned it, but
it's probably a good bet. So he would say one to, Lady Undala and one to the Morning, maybe try and protect his soul here in this place, even though he knows that's a tall order.
It is a tall order, but you never know. Anybody else have any maintenance they want to do real quick? Okay.
Well, Delphine,
Yeah.
you said that you'd heal me and somebody else if
Yep.
we needed it.
That's 14 to be. And 17 to Urzak.
Thank you. That'll help for now until we can hopefully get a rest in.
I think that's where we're going to end things for this evening. And we pick things up in 2 weeks. Our heroes are going to be reunited once again on the outer edge of the Wizard of Wine's winery. But, hey, you just hit level 10.
Yay! Yeah, it's level 10.
At what cost? At what cost?
Start crying.
At what cost, indeed.
You see a little tear kind of just like rolling down Danika's face as they fly.
Yeah. It was a shame. You almost got there.
What the fuck?
But weren't
Anybody
able to
else
pull it off
getting
in time.
unable to level up or missing data error when they try to level up?
I haven't tried yet.
Yeah.
I haven't tried.
I know,
Oh,
we'll
yeah, I haven't
fiddle with
tried
that in a
yet.
minute. Yeah, we'll see what happens here in 2 weeks with our level 10 characters as they make their way to the Wizard of Wine winery. There's a lot that they still need to accomplish if they're going to take on Strahd, as Strahd just pointed out to them all. So we'll find out what happens then when we get back. Thank you to everyone who watched this evening. We very much appreciate you tuning in and hanging out with us. Come back in 2 weeks. Find out what happens. Maybe they'll survive. Who knows? But as always, I like to go around the table and have everybody tell us who they are and where we can find them on the internet. And Vide, you're the one who did the recap, so why don't you go ahead and go first?
Hi, I'm Brandie. You can find me here every other Wednesday playing Vide on Curse of Strahd, and then the opposite Mondays playing Mako on Aether Tech Wars. Otherwise, you can find me on the socials as at RiverDragon82. That's River with a Y. And yeah, that's about it.
Nice. Joe, you're up next.
I am Joe. I was Corwan all over Goodwood tonight. On the same weeks as Curse of Strahd, we weren't able to play Monday. We had a couple people, myself included, having issues. So we will play in 2 weeks for Aether Shanties. We're kind of in a perilous situation there, too. Fighting space pirates. Had a lot of shit rolls, but then kind of evened it out at the end of the last session. So things are, don't know. So yeah, come check that out in a couple weeks and see if I die in that one.
We can always try. Danika, you're up next.
Hi, I'm Natalie. You can find me here on Random Rhapsody playing Danika every other Wednesday. Thank you to everybody who was really nice today and said to us some advantages and health and everything was great. Thank you. Other than that, you'll just find me here. Thanks.
Right on. Danika, or Delphine, you're up next.
Hello, I'm Dyto. I will be back here tomorrow night doing Tyranny of Dragons, and then I'll be back alternating Mondays doing Aethertech Wars. And then I will be here when we deal with the fallout of Strahd getting the better of us.
Sounds about right. Urzak, you're up.
Hey, I'm Marty. You can find me here every other Wednesday playing Urzak on Sonnet of Blood. You can also find me on the Bard Rock Network, where I am on just about every freaking show on that place. Bard Rock Cafe, Monster Cafe, Wayfaring Strangers, College of Whispers. I lost count. I just
You
now
have time
honestly
to do
lost count.
anything else?
The Pokemon one?
That's under wraps still. That's casting.
Fair
But
enough.
hey, if you're watching live, go respond to my casting call for Omens of Ruin, a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon actual play. It might be fun. Who knows? It's not out yet.
Yeah, should be a lot of fun. Right on. As always, I am Matthew R. Dawson, your friendly neighborhood host and game master here on the Random Rhapsody Network. You know, always find me right here every Monday and Wednesday running crazy games for crazy people, having a great time doing it. My next game is Monday. Yeah. And then in 3 weeks' time, I will be over on All on the Table, TTRPG, playing Tybal Toldrum. That campaign, the Secrets of Small Gods campaign, is almost over. I think we've only got like 2 or 3 episodes left, give or take. So go check that out. That's going to be the 3rd Saturday of February. So make sure you go check that out. Other than that, you can find me on the tweets and the instas and everywhere else as @ScruffyWanderer. And yeah, come find me there as well. So, on behalf of everyone here in Sonnet of Blood and everyone in the Random Rhapsody crew, I just want to say, thank you, folks. It's been a delight. So long. Good luck. And until next time, may you live,
May you live
until you die.
until you die.
And good night, everybody.